Hey folks, it's Barefoot Ken, and I am approaching the summit of Slide Mountain. And I want to show you around and introduce you to John Burroughs if you don't know him. Here's the summit right here. It's a pretty cloudy day, and it's not going to be much of a view. It's probably in the upper 20s here. I'm not barefoot today. I'm in snowshoes for all the obvious reasons. But I am doing it shirtless just for some winter training, and it's probably in the upper 20s and not too bad, except every now and then a little breeze catches me, and that's a little chilly. But coming up this mountain, heart rate beating keeps me warm, so it's not that bad. So here's right below the lip of the summit. Here is a plaque to John Burroughs, and that's what I wanted to show you. It's in memoriam for John Burroughs. And it has a quote here from his essay, In the Heart of the Southern Catskills. Quote, "Here the works of man dwindle," unquote, which is true. But I want to share with you a different quote from John Burroughs, one that really resonates with me. He said that he went to nature to have his senses put in tune once more. And what did he mean by that? So here's my interpretation, because sometimes I find myself thinking that, nature is good and many aspects of the modern world are challenging. And some writers talk about nature as a refuge, like Edward Abbey writes that way. But I don't like to hide in a refuge. That's why I like putting your senses in tune as a metaphor for what nature does for us. And here's what I think that means, at least for me. On a beautiful fall day, we enjoy the stunning foliage, and a warm spring day in the Catskills is just glorious. But the winter, not necessarily. And if you think about our ancestors, they would have had a hard time surviving in winter conditions without modern technology. It would have been quite challenging. And think about that, they lived through ice ages. So they somehow did. So my point is that nature isn't just good. It isn't just a refuge from bad things. It's the full spectrum of experiences. It is beauty and joy and discomfort and pain. That's the full spectrum. And sometimes in the modern world, we cover up the pain and we're left with an experience which is more limited. It can be boring. It can be monotonous. It can be all work. And then, the luxuries, the alcohol, the gourmet food, the digital media, it's really not, to me anyhow, that impressive. So nature teaches us what's good, what's beautiful, what's joyful, and awful, also what's painful and difficult and life-threatening. So that when you go back into the modern world, you can say, hey, this is painful at work, but it's not as painful as trying to live in the Catskills in the winter without shoes or a coat or a lot of other things. And then, like I said, when people are like, hey, come buy this, spend your money here, look at all these cool things on social media, that's distraction. That's not true beauty and joy. Hey, I hope you're having a great time. Spring is almost here. We'll say goodbye to this snow. I got to figure out how to get out without getting showered with snow. Let's see if I can do it. All right, not too bad. See you guys soon.